Hi, this is Stephanie Manley with Copycat.com. Today we are going to make Starbucks banana bread, or rather my version of Starbucks banana bread. Can you imagine all the money you're going to save by cooking a whole loaf of bread instead of buying it just by the slice? So let me tell you what's in this recipe. We have a little bit of flour, we have sugar, we have baking soda, and we also have baking powder. We have a little bit of salt. Salt always gives things a little bit of a flavor. And I'm using some bananas that I bought from the reduced section at the grocery store. I didn't happen to have any overripe bananas. So overripe bananas, the bananas that look so ugly you wouldn't want to eat them, are perfect for banana bread making. So grab some of those. I'm using a little bit of milk, some eggs, and some margarine or butter if you prefer to go ahead and make this bread. So why don't I go ahead and get started? So we're simply going to sift together all of our dry ingredients. And that would be our flour, all the dry ingredients except for the sugar, the flour, baking soda, baking powder. We're gonna add a little bit of salt. Now I like to just kind of sift them together like this because it's going to make everything have a much more uniform blend to them. When you make quick breads, you don't want to over stir them because they can get bubbles in them and they just turn out not so great. So this is done. So we're going to go ahead and cream together our butter and our sugar. All right, so while your butter and sugar are creaming together, we're going to go ahead and start to mash up your bananas. Now, my recipe specifies for 1 cup of bananas, and why that is bananas come in all different sizes. So I want to make sure that the recipe is consistent, so that's why I want you to add in about 1 cup of bananas. So go ahead and mash these up, and we're going to pour them into the creamed butter and sugar. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and add in our 1 cup of bananas in. Then we're going to add in our 2 eggs. We're also going to add in our milk. Okay, so once this is all nice and blended, I'm going to go ahead and mix in my flour manually because I don't want it to overmix. Just going to stir this in. And you want to stir it till it's just nice and moistened. You don't want to continue to stir it because it won't turn out well. And unlike Starbucks, we can stick as many walnuts in here as we like. So I'm going to go ahead and have you stick almost all the walnuts in. We're going to leave some for just the top. We're just going to stir these in. I'm going to spray my loaf pan before we put the batter in. I'm going to try to smooth this out a little bit. We're going to sprinkle the remaining nuts on the top. Then we're going to go ahead and bake it in our 350-degree oven, and we'll be back when this is all nice and baked. All right, so we finished baking our Starbucks banana walnut bread. You can see it looks fantastic here, and you're going to get several slices out of here. You can see it was really, really easy to do. So please be sure to drop me a comment down below. Let me know what recipe you'd like to see next. And be sure to subscribe so you can see all of our upcoming recipes. Thanks for watching.